Top of the evening to all of you. It is Thursday night. It is December the 21st. Christmas is just around the corner, and you are on the right channel. You're on the channel for nothing but the truth, and you're going to hear it right here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, and we are live and in color for our Christmas edition tonight. Our Christmas edition. We thank all of you out there for joining us tonight, no matter where you are. If you're in your automobile, in your home, on your motorcycle, in your airplane, in your boat, or whether you're walking down the mall or TJ Maxx shopping and watching us on your phone, we appreciate you inviting us in on this pre-Christmas last show before Christmas of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. How about if you're doing this, if you're on Facebook, if you don't mind, reach over and hit the like button, hit the share button, and share our broadcast on your page so everybody will know that you're a fan of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. And also, it'll help get our message out to an even broader audience. Hey, guys, we welcome you to our show tonight. Again, it is December the 21st, 2023. And yes, your channel is on the right channel, Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, coming to you live tonight from our studios in Enterprise, Georgia, remotely. Our studios at 100% Flamingo Boulevard, and our studio at turn number 3 at the old Rocket Speedway in Dothan, Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen.
Go back to that Enterprise, Georgia remote deal.
I said we are live from Enterprise, Georgia via remote. You know what a remote is. You have to, it's kind of piping in and piping out, and it's garbage in and garbage out. I'll tell you about it later after the show.
We're glad everybody's watching, wherever y'all are.
Yeah,
we're glad y'all are tuned in to us tonight. We see them from all over, Marvin. Look, we got folks.
Man.
We got folks already dialed in.
I mean, all
waiting
over.
on us.
All
Come on.
I mean, look right there. What better could you have than the Calhouns from Floydtown, Georgia, tuned in tonight?
Hey, from Lake Seminole to Smut Eye, Alabama.
That's what I'm talking about.
Guys,
we're live.
Baker County, right in here. Yeah, they done Baker County folks.
We're live all across the United States of America and in foreign countries where it's legal and illegal for us to broadcast. All 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 4 sunken islands, and our great, great state of Baker County, Georgia tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the truth and nothing but the truth. And here is our disclaimer. In the event that you are a non-common sense subscribing individual, you may want to go ahead and turn the TV off, the computer off, change channels, watch Oprah, watch The View, watch some reruns of Hillary Clinton's speeches, or whatever else you might find, because this program is not for you and you will find it offensive. Why? Because it's time for Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show live Christmas edition. Guys, got a brand new big screen tonight. Not quite as big as last week. We're 106.1 inches. 106.1 inches. We are live at Bunko Berries. Bunko Berries. Bunko Berries. Buck dancing lessons for the over 70. Bunko Berries. Curbside buck tooth grinding. Bunko Berries. Drive-through barium enemas. Bunko Berries. Used Brokeback Mountain DVDs, t-shirts, and paraphernalia. And Bunko Berries Butterbean Shine in Beasley's Knob, Georgia.
I heard Pete Buttigieg. He done went up there and bought all the Brokeback Mountain videos. So he ain't got there. Oh, Pete Buttigieg, well, he'll go for that Brokeback Mountain stuff. He's a big fan of that. Good for him. Yeah. I like that. That's a nice place to do business up there. Where's it at now?
Bunko Berries in Beasley's Knob, Georgia. It's in North Georgia. Beasley's Knob.
If there's a knob involved, Pete's up back with it. I guarantee you.
That's why I'm telling you, Bunko Berries got it. He's ready for Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg. Oh, how about butterbean shine? I had never heard of that before.
I bet
No, I
you
never heard no butterbean shine. Nope, nope, nope. I know you can ferment just about anything. You can make alcohol out of about anything, but I ain't never heard that making out. But now I've heard of butterbeans making methane gas, but I never have heard butterbeans.
yeah.
Not moonshine.
No.
Ah.
No.
Oh, guys, we're glad you're joining us tonight, man. It's y'all all over the book here tonight, everywhere joining us here tonight, from the largest to the smallest. Look at here, Lanier Swafford watching from Dawsonville, Georgia. Merry Christmas from the Northeast Georgia mountains.
That redneck creator of the chord, buddy. Y'all know who I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Travis
yeah,
Perry.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Mr. Bluegrass is watching us tonight.
Well, hello,
Come on, I
Travis.
remember brother. He used to be on your show. I remember he'd be on your
Oh
show.
yeah.
Well, yeah, loved him.
Marvin,
Loved
I
him.
mean,
Great
Floyd,
guy.
you remember when we emceed a festival one time and Travis's bluegrass group played and we were the
Yep.
MCs?
Sure was. Sure was. That was in Dawsonville, wasn't it? Was that
Donaldsonville,
the
yep.
Big Fish Festival? Yeah.
Yep.
And then we was over at where's he from? Charlie, that little old town in Alabama over there. We done a show
Perry
at the church
Store.
at one
He's
night.
from Perry Store Community next to Opp, Alabama.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Perry
We done
Store Community,
a show.
Wasn't
old
that,
store there.
Charlie, isn't that on the way to the racetrack?
Yep, yeah.
That was it. Yep. Sure was. But yeah, I remember old Travis. I hadn't heard from him in a while, but yeah, good to hear from you there, brother Travis.
Yeah,
Last time I heard from him, he was on the Rick and Bubba show.
he's responding by Perry Store.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of the show?
Rick and Bubba, he was on the Rick and Bubba show one morning.
Travis, give me the name of the show you won the thing on. But my mind went blank. I haven't watched that thing so long. Where you get the money from all the folks.
Oh, Shark Tank.
He won. He got a big offer on Shark Tank for the Chord Buddy.
He was one of the very first one of the winners on Shark Tank.
He was early on, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We ought to have him on one night.
Yeah,
we ought to have
need to bring him
on
on and let him demo. We can remote him in. You need to hook that up, Charlie. After the first year, let's remote him in and let him talk about it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if he wants to. You know, some people prefer not to have any association with us. You know,
I think he'll survive.
You know, you made
these are true. Let me tell you, these people that are chimed in over here on our column over here that I'm looking at, these are true Americans. They ain't scared of nothing or nobody. Some folks is scared.
Floyd, you know what I call them. We have some Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show closet watchers.
And they have to. I understand that. We love y'all. Y'all watch any way y'all want to. And I know they folks, you know, I'm telling you, I better not chime in on them. I'm just going to listen to them. And here's what they're going to say. They're going to say, them boys is telling everything that we think.
That's it.
Yeah.
They saying what we thinking.
How many times have you heard people say that?
Ooh. I've heard them numerous times. Y'all say what we think. So let us talk. Y'all just think it. Let us talk. Just keep tuned in there. Tuned in. I see you up there, Miss LaVon. I see you up there, Miss LaVon. But Rojo friend, I know you will. Know you will. Know your family.
Lord,
so, y'all, we proud of y'all. We love y'all. We show you. Y'all make our night. Y'all keep tuning in. And you know, sometimes we expose some things to you that you're not necessarily exposed to.
That's right.
And, anyway, we like to classify ourselves as Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports rednecks with class.
Class. Don't leave that class there.
And we're proud of it.
Later on, I got some interesting news things we're going to talk about this week. I won't hit them right out the gate yet, but we got some interesting stuff going on in the world this week. So
I want to go ahead and get this off. I figured it out this way, Marvin. Probably one of the best evangelistic testimonies that hit the news happened this week.
Yep.
And his friend, I was there at the beginning of his career. He's 70 or 71, but Terry Bollea, the country knows as Hulk Hogan, accepted Christ and was baptized Sunday morning at a Baptist church in Tampa, Florida.
That's right.
And
Come on.
that made the national news. Now, how many times will you see that preached on the national news, huh?
Very few, very few. I'm surprised it made the national news. Now, had he went in and with a Hamas flag and bombed an automobile, that would have made the
Oh,
news.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, well.
But
Yeah, but that don't fit their narrative. That don't fit their narrative, man. MSNBC, ABC, CNN,
mhm.
none of them. They don't fit their narrative.
Yeah, I'd be
Oh,
interested.
oh, oh, oh.
Praise the Lord. Though. Praise the Lord. We got folks that do that, and we can still talk about it.
Ron Fuller Welch, the Tennessee stud Ron Fuller, is watching in Sevierville, Tennessee. You're up about
Mhm.
Sevierville, aren't you, Marvin?
Not quite that far.
Okay. All right.
I'm not too far from Professor Lanier Swafford.
Who?
He's watching from Dawsonville. I ain't too far from
Oh, you
Professor
okay?
Swafford.
What you up there?
Man, me and my friend Otis Miller talking about that butterbean shine there, Mark. Me and my friend Otis Miller, Nadine and Shirley, and some of their youngins all we was up there at Dillard, Georgia one time.
Mm.
And me and Otis Miller, he done passed on. Otis was we country boys, and we got at the Dillard house talking to eating dinner, supper or something there, and talking to Mr. Dillard, and we wanted us a gallon of real North Georgia moonshine.
Ooh.
We wanted to make some eggnog, man. That's the only thing you can make good eggnog out of is that
Yeah.
Georgia shine.
You know
And
how much eggnog a gallon of that from up there would make?
well, there's a large crowd of folks now. You got to understand now, John. You got to divvy it out, equally there. But and anyway, too, I think he had some wood piles or something he wanted to burn up, and he used what was left to start the fire on his on his bulldozer piles there with. But we got some, and that man, now you talk about something smooth, woo, but you could like. I could make sure we got over there to Mr. Otis's house and go make that eggnog with that shine. And Otis didn't got. He said, "I wonder how good this whiskey is." He got some, and he poured it in a saucer, and he lit it. No flame. You couldn't see the flame. You had to stick your hand over, man. Woo, that thing
But
burning.
it was burning.
It burning. Invisible flame. That's how you know when it's good.
Mm.
You get an amen out there from some of y'all out there in TV land. What
I,
about it? Dynamite. What about
let, let me tell this one right quick, since you right there, Dawson. You Dawsonville, is that right?
Yeah, they won in
There,
Dawsonville here in Washington.
there was a group of us that went to Bristol. I think about 1995, 96, something or other. And Terry Beasley's uncle Bruce was a actual official with NASCAR. So here's about five of us rednecks strike out on a conversion van to Bristol, get up there. We carried a 48-quart cooler of whole hog sausage, a 48 cooler of boiled peanuts, and 2 cases of Slocum tomatoes, and a couple of other products. And when they
Uh-huh.
got the credentials, they moved us to the front of the line ahead of Richard
Mm.
Petty's wife and daughter-in-law. We had arrived. Anyway, race goes on. Ronnie Davis, I'm going to call his name out. He might get mad about this. That's all right. I don't care. He was sick as a dog. He had the crud and everything else. And so after the race was over with, we got all of NASCAR's rooms because they was right there at home at Bristol. So they went on back to Charlotte, that night. And Uncle Bruce come in there and gave Ronnie some medicine. And it was some whiskey that come out of Dawsonville, Georgia. It was made by one Ernie Elliott.
Mhm.
He dosed him with a dose of that Ernie Elliott elixir. The next day, Ronnie got up. I think he ran about 2 or 3 miles and drove us all home, and everything was fine. He cured
Hey,
him just like that. I feel like it's some of that stuff you're talking about.
Lanier Swafford just sent this. This is from the pool room in Dawsonville. Look at that sign right there.
Oh, Lord.
Happy birthday,
Amen, brother.
Jesus.
Woo.
That's from the pool room right there on Bill Elliott Street in Dawsonville, Georgia. Just hot off the press right there from near Swafford.
I like it.
Hey, y'all, we got
I
to pay
like it.
some bills here. Charlie,
Come on.
talk to him about Moby Dick.
Well, the only thing you can say is the place to go, I'm going to say in the South, for a buffet for lunch, and especially that Sunday buffet. It's the Moby Dick on 27, just a little north of downtown Colquitt, Georgia. We're talking on Sunday, carving turkey, carving the ham you want. They'll carve the roast beef you want. And then you go on down the line a little bit. You got fried chicken, you got baked chicken, you got just about any kind of a vegetable you can imagine, including some fine fried okra. Cornbread, 2 or 3 different ways. 2 or 3 salad bars. You don't find pear salad much anymore. They got things like pear salad, a regular salad bar, and desserts like you would not believe. And the thing that tops it all off, you won't find any better tasting, seasoned Southern cooking than the Moby Dick. Check them out. They're located on 27, just about a mile north of downtown Colquitt, Georgia.
Hey guys, Christmas times are coming. Christmas times are coming. So why are we advertising Phillips Auto Parts and the Holstered 9? Because whatever you need auto part wise, you can find it right there at Phillips Auto Parts. Not only that, Miss Key has got a great selection of gift items, all kinds of soaps and lotions and all kinds of stuff that'll make a nice gift basket. Go see her at Phillips Auto Parts right there. But not only that, look at here. They carry a line of Floyd B. Lloyd rabbit pellet grills and all of the flavored rabbit pellets to go along with it. What better gift right there to give somebody than one of those rabbit pellet grills for the coming year? Or how about your hunter? You know a hunter in your family? Man, look what a condominium that you could give them. Look what a deer feeder that you could give them. Or all you got to do is step across the way under the great American flags into the Holstered 9. If you can't find a gift in there, the gift cannot be found. All kinds of firearms, all kinds of ammunition, hunting clothes. They even do repairs on guns, got their own gunsmith on staff to do all the repairs. If they don't have the gun, I promise you there's nobody that can get it any quicker than Johnny Coffey, and he can order the gun for you and get it in. That is Phillips Auto Parts and the Holstered 9. They're located on Highway 27 South in Colquitt. Give them a call. Go see them. Christmas times are coming. It'll be here. You still got a couple of days to shop before it gets here. Go by and see our friends there on Highway 27 in Colquitt. Guys, I wanted to throw this one out here. Right here. Give me just a second here. Had a couple here I want to try to get in before the trivia. Let me see here. Here's one. Here's an interesting from this week. And again, I told you this in the disclaimer. You're not gonna hear this anywhere else probably, but then right here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Presbyterian College cancels a BDSM 101 event led by a pro LGBT female chaplain.
Now,
What was that again? That moment they cancel what? They cancel what?
This is a Presbyterian college.
Presbyterian College. That's
Going
church.
to offer a BDSM 101 class. She is a pro
That's a
LGBT
bondage. That's bondage and
chaplain.
that's bondage and that's bondage and handcuffing folks
Yeah.
and beating.
Here's what it says. She will host a local dominatrix to share wisdom on how to safely, sanely, and consensually learn about bondage, discipline, domination, sadism, submission, masochism in an event flyer that Fox 13 of Memphis obtained.
And what was it? Read that. Read that. What kind of she gonna describe that? What she gonna do? What kind? One word didn't fit in with that. What she's talking about? Sanely. That's the word.
yeah, yeah.
Sanely. That fits. See, that's like when you say and I'm gonna go to and I'm gonna go out here and run 5 miles. But see, when you put the but in there, that disqualifies everything you just said. So when she said sanely, that eliminated everything there or after what she said, because none of that is sanity. It is insanity, pretending to be sanity. See, we live in a pretend world. That's the world we live in.
Mhm.
Folks pretend, and then they want you to accept their pretense, and not only accept it, they want you to celebrate it with them.
And this
And
is
if you
this.
don't celebrate it, you are a hater.
That's right.
But let me tell you what. Here's the problem. Okay, this woman, she's a chaplain. She's pro LGBT, and she was going to teach this at a Presbyterian religious private university.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's it. Mm-hmm. Yep. Presbyterian. I thought that Presbyterians was. I thought I had an old buddy of mine. He come up with this phrase one time that he lived so far back in the woods that even Presbyterians were snake handlers, and I thought they were a little bit. See, now that's living back in the woods, ain't it?
That's pretty rough back there now.
Yeah, but I thought anyway, everything's upside down, Marvin. We live in an upside down world, baby.
I,
An upside down society. Real is unreal, and unreal is real, and right is wrong, and wrong is right.
Yep.
I didn't know
Yep.
they had snake handling church Presbyterians in eastern Kentucky. I can't see many Presbyterians up there.
Mm. All right, here's one more, and then I'm gonna save the others for after the trivia. Majority of Americans age 18 to 24 think that Israel should be ended and given to Hamas.
That
Let me
don't.
put that in layman's terms. These are
Uh,
18 to 24 years old, and the majority of them polls says that they need to just do away with Israel and give the whole country over to Hamas. These are
mhm,
18 to 24-year-old Americans.
mhm,
Stupid, I might add.
mhm. And you know the first thing that would happen to them, were they to go to Gaza or to any other Arab country,
Man,
they wouldn't last 24 hours with their ideology.
Yep.
They would be dead. They would throw them off the top of buildings. They would incinerate them in cages, and they would cut their heads off.
Yeah.
I don't know what part of that these young dudes don't understand, but that's exactly how you would be treated in one of those Islamic-led countries.
Yes. Most.
Y'all better pray. Y'all better get out on y'all knees and pray that Israel ceases to exist. Because if Israel ceases to exist, you are too.
Yeah.
You gonna be gone. There ain't nothing gonna be left here on this planet. When
Mm,
Israel ceases to exist, that's it.
yep. You right about
I don't
that.
know. They learn this stuff in school,
Uh,
Corey. Marvin. They learn this stuff. They start them in
yeah.
kindergarten on it.
I know.
Start them in kindergarten
Yep.
on it.
And hey, that's just current events going on in the news
Oh
right
yeah, that's
now.
what's happening.
Floyd,
Yeah.
talk to them a little bit about and tell them what they can get before Christmas
Oh
right here.
man, yeah, I was out there yesterday. I had to take my landscaping professional out there yesterday. He called me. We going out to the meat house. I said, well, I think I'm gonna go out there. When you need to go, Leotis? He said, I'm out of sausage. He can't say sausage. It's sausage. He said, I'm out of sausage. I said, well, we got to get you fixed up with some sausage. So anyway, we went out there to the meat house. Uh, Went out there and a meat case full of good something to eat. Like that, they got these gift packs here, these gift baskets. It still ain't too late to buy one of these, get one of these things sent to somebody for a Christmas gift. They got anything you want out there in the meat line. They got smoked sausage, smoked pork chops. They got pan sausage, and they got some of the best steaks they ever had. Me and Nadine. I've been going out there and buying me and Nadine a couple of them little fillets, about 10 ounce fillet, and coming home, putting that thing on the grill and cooking it. It is as good as I ever had in my life. They got some jerky out there. They don't have it all the time because folks come in there and buy it up. Man, they buy that stuff up by the handful. They got all kind of sauces out there. They got some Uncle Billy's famous barbecue sauce out there if you want some of that. They got everything that you need out there in the meat line. They got Boston butts out there. Put them on the grill, cook them, smoke them. They got good bacon. They got whatever you want. Good hamburger patties already patted out. Good smoked sausage. Y'all go see them out there at Sowega Meat Company, halfway between Colquitt and Blakely on Highway 27, right up on the hill. You can't miss it. It's the big wooden building right up there on the hill on the west side of Highway 27.
Charlie, tell them a little bit about our partner over in Troy.
Up the road in Troy, Alabama, 231 3 Knot Street intersection, you'll find Outlaws Bus and Barbecue. Check them out. They have got the best ribs you'll ever put in your mouth, great pulled pork, chicken quarters, and the best side dishes you'll find anywhere, including that great uh, coleslaw we love so much, baked beans, potato salad. It's all at Outlaws Bus and Barbecue. I don't know their hours coming up for the holidays, but I'm sure at least through Saturday and Sunday, you'll be able to get something. And a lot of folks, kind of stray from traditional on Christmas Day at the lunchtime. That's one thing you can do here at Outlaws. You can buy ahead, put it in the refrigerator, bring it out, bring it back up to temperature, and have like you had been slaving over a grill for many, many hours, and all you had to do was warm it up. Check them out. Outlaws Bus and Barbecue this weekend on 231 North in Troy at the intersection of 3 Knot Street.
All right, guys, it is time for the trivia time here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. It is brought to us each and every week by our good friends on the southwestern corner of the square in Colquitt, 109 West College Street to be exact. They are available for all of your gift needs, t-shirts, tumblers, embroidery items, have their own line of hissy scents candles. You go by and see them right there on the square. Give them a call, 229-726-4825. Call them, tell them what you're looking for, tell them what you're in need of, and they will make sure to handle whatever you need. All right, it's that time for the trivia question here, and the winner will receive a logoed enamel campfire mug with the Charlie Platt and Dirt Road Sports Show logo on it. And so here is the trivia question for today. We need the name of the who you are and the correct answer. Texted to 229-254-5060. 229-254-5060. Your name and the correct answer. And here is the question. Who is this? Leave it up for just a moment.
Ask him what the name of the band is, Barbara. That'd be easy.
All right. What is the name of the band? What is the name of the band? So, what is the name of this band right here? I'm looking for the correct answer in your name. Text it to 229-254-5060 on this Christmas edition trivia of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. And there you will be a winner of a campfire enamel mug with Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show logo. All right, leave it up for just one more second, then I'm going to take it down. What is the name of this band? What is the name of this band? Billy Shingler said it's not the Beatles. That is correct. It is not.
Good, Billy. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a clue. One of them was born in Haines City, Florida.
Haines City, Florida. Well, I do not, man. I think we've stumped them on this one. I have no.
Well, you gotta be in the loop.
Yep, you got to be in the loop. Put it up one more time, and then we'll wait and we'll come back to it. We'll wait and come back to it. I need to know the name of this band. You see the picture there. I need to know the name of this band, and you text me your name and the name of the band, and if it's correct, you will be the winner right here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show trivia time. Trivia time.
I'm surprised the mayor don't know that one. Mayor may not be watching.
Yeah, he may be off somewhere.
And the same one that was born in Sarasota, Florida, discovered Emmylou Harris.
Hey, Floyd, how about this? Go ahead while you're at him and talk to him for me a minute.
Who is that? Put him up there. Show him to me. Oh, Ziggy B, one of our favorites, one of our loyal sponsors, and one of our loyal watchers every week. I missed today. Me and Nadine had to go to Albany today, had to go to the doctors and do some shopping, and I missed them today. Didn't get home in time to do my fried shrimp. Missed it. Got everything all out of whack. I'm all out of balance tonight. Ziggy B's Fresh Seafood Market, and I mean fresh seafood market. If you want some good seafood, you go see Miss Ziggy B. She got bags of those Cedar Key oysters. You're gonna need them for your Christmas time. You're gonna need them for your Christmas events. Go by there and get you a bag, a half a bag. She'll sell you 2 dozen at the time. She'll sell you all the mullet roll you want. She'll sell you all the shrimp, all the catfish you want. Good steaks, great steaks in there. Everything that they have in Ziggy B's seafood market is fresh and it's good. You will not be disappointed if you go in there and you just ask them any kind of question you want to about seafood, and she'll tell you the deal right there. Got those good fresh mullet coming out of the bay down there at the Panhandle. I mean, fresh. They are out of elderberry elixir right now. They're
Oh
gonna make
no.
some more. I think Saturday. Get ready for it. They're gonna make some more Saturday. See, this is like one of those deals. You don't just jump out there and mix up a bunch of stuff and make you some elderberry elixir. It takes time to do it. But they making up some more. If you want any, go by there and see them. They may have some made up Saturday. Don't know. They working on it right now. Y'all go by there and get you some of that. Go by Ziggy B Seafood Market and talk to them and tell them y'all heard about us on the dirt. Heard about her on the Dirt Road Sports, and y'all will be proud you did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've had one here. Peggy Chambers. She said, "Is it the monkeys?" And it is not the
No, man,
monkeys.
that's
No,
some stuff from
no,
the monkeys.
no,
Woo,
no.
no, no.
Not the
It
monkeys.
ain't the doors either. I see one
No.
a K fellows that said the door. No, no doors.
That it ain't the
Now
animal.
a couple of them. What the
One more
animal?
time. I'll put it up one more time, and then
Do that one
if
more
nobody
time.
gets it in a few minutes, we'll announce the answer to that. But as of right now, we do not have anybody that can identify. All right, here's another one. Someone else is saying the George Coleman Band. That is not
Nope.
correct either.
Mm, mm. They played on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry. They really specialized in old time country music, if you
Mhm.
will. And they
Rojo.
uh,
Now they come in. Rojo said R&B, and that ain't right.
no,
Um, Georgia Satellites. That is
nope,
not correct
nope,
either.
ain't him.
Nope.
Georgia Satellite says keep both hands on the wheel. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep
Yeah.
your hands to yourself. Eyes on the road and your hands to yourself. You want me to tell them, Marvin? Me time
Um,
about run out. We've stumped them tonight.
yeah, we've stumped them tonight. Let me put it up one more time, and
Do
then
that one more time.
you announce who it is.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you. Want me to tell them who it is now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, the name of the group is called the Flying Burrito Brothers, and that one on the top up there, the clean shaven one on the top, is Graham Parsons. He's from Haines City, Florida. His granddad was a big fruit magnate down there in Haines City, Florida, and he'd get him about 300,000 a year. His granddad died, and Graham would get him about 300,000 a year for his for what do you call that thing when you a trust fund. He was a
Yeah.
trust fund baby. And so he formed these groups. He played with the Birds. In fact, Graham did. He was a great. Y'all look him up. Graham Parsons. They do some great
Mhm.
old Webb Pierce songs. They do some great old songs. But he discovered Emmylou Harris. She was playing at a little old juke joint in Washington D.C. and he discovered her and put her on the road and with them and she and he. Now he doesn't have a beautiful voice, but he's got a pure voice. The Flying Burrito Brothers. You'd
If you
love them.
want to find out more about them, there's a song that David Allen Coe did called Waylon, Willie, and Me.
Hmm. Hmm.
They're good. They were good. They went to the Grand Ole Opry. They had the long hair and everything. They were hippies. This was back about 1969 or 1970.
Hmm.
And they started booing them when they come on the stage. All them folks did. All them rednecks out there on the stage, them old country folks out there. And man, they lit into some Way Up Pierce songs. They had them in the eating out the palm of their hand, but they could play it, man. They could play it. George Jones, and and Graham Parsons was he he didn't write the song, but he's the one that is credited with inspiring the fella to write it. He was in that list. They were having a party at his house one time, and Keith Richards was there. Keith with the Rolling Stones. They all having a big party there, and he put on some George Jones. Graham did on his record player on the piccolo, started playing George Jones, and nobody knew who it was. They didn't know who George Jones was, and he said, and he started weeping. Graham started weeping, and he said, "Man," he said, "I'm gonna tell you who that is." He said, "That's the King of Broken Hearts,"
Mm.
and and he nailed it, buddy. The King of Broken Hearts, and he didn't write that song. Another guy wrote the song. I can't remember exactly what the guy's name was that wrote the song, but he sings that song. But look at that King of Broken Hearts and listen to that song. And but it was inspired by Graham Parsons. He was a great guy. He died. He was a drug. He OD'd on dope. He couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle dope. Had too much money and too much available dope. But it killed him. It took him out.
Wow.
But anyway, he died young.
All right. Here's before I get Mr. Garney on the phone. He's going to be joining us tonight. Here's a new one, another article. Scientists are proposing government mandated caution labels on meat packages like cigarette packages that would read, "Warning, eating meat contributes to climate change."
Oh,
So that's supposed to be a deterrent for people like me and you and Charlie Marvin to quit eating meat.
Yeah.
That's going to incentivize us to quit eating meat.
Yeah, just because the government puts a warning label on it that me eating this New York strip is going to continue to contribute to climate change is supposed to keep me from buying a New York strip.
now,
It ain't working with me.
if Florida just tell me the day the government is gonna see Kenny Woodham and them out there on 27 to tell them they got to put that label on there, I want to be over there watching from the side.
What's that? What, stick them labels on there? Jesus, man, these folks are insane. We live in an insane world. But fentanyl is fentanyl coming over the border. They packing it in here with suitcases full. We don't need to worry about that. We need to worry about a beefsteak gonna kill you.
That's right.
I ain't worried about the fentanyl kills folks.
No.
Fentanyl kills more folks than steaks do every year. But
That's
they ain't
right.
worried about the fentanyl. So that's
They're not worried, but they're gonna put it on cigarettes and on meat because
they already
meat.
got it on cigarette. Already got it on this. They're going to treat meat like cigarette. What about
Yeah.
all them abortions? What about all them million abortions a year? Are they concerned
Well,
about that killing folks?
you being closed minded there, Floyd.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm being old timey, ain't I? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you right.
I'm
Being
being
old
old
time.
timey. In fact, I go way back. That goes way back to back when I think God was speaking to somebody. One of them prophets. He said He knowed them before you was in your mother's womb.
That's exactly
That's
right.
when
You
that goes
preaching
back.
Bible now. You
Whew.
Go
talking
ahead.
Bible.
Get old Kenny Wayne on.
Hey guys, we appreciate KWG Plumbing LLC, Mr. Kenneth Wayne Garney. He is our friend, and he can be your friend as well. He is licensed in Alabama and Georgia as a master plumber, licensed in Alabama and Georgia. 229-220-6694 is the magic number to call. I don't care if it's industrial, if it's residential, if it's repair work, if it's new construction, whatever it is, give Kenneth Wayne Garney a call at KWG Plumbing LLC, located in Colquitt, Georgia, but he works in Alabama and Georgia. Floyd, tell him what his motto is.
His motto is, if you ain't flowing, I'll get you going.
That's him right there, Mr. Wayne Garney. And we are joined on the phone tonight by none other than Mr. Garney. Mr. Garney, how you doing, brother?
Yes, sir. Loud, clear. Doing good, man. I appreciate y'all giving me the advertisement on the air, man. It's helping out.
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate you advertising with us. What about the hunting and fishing or whatever you might have done this week?
Yes, sir. My son Preston, he harvested a doe in Early County. Me and Audrey only caught 2 fish at the coast.
Oh, wow. I see this picture you got up here. I see your 2 young'uns, and I see another boy in there. Looks like y'all at the coast right there.
Yeah, that's what you call a tag-along that can eat up his weight in groceries. I'm going to tell you, boy, them young folks, they can eat up something.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the cold weather and the wind kind of had the fish messed up, but Presto was able to harvest the doe.
Well, good deal.
Sunday night, and we've been busy, man. We've been from Arlington, Colquitt, Alabama, Bainbridge, back to Alabama, and then in Bainbridge again. So we just all over the place.
Wow, man alive. Well, that looks like
we
y'all.
hope to go fishing or hunting Saturday.
I got you. I got you. Looks like y'all had a good time at the Gulf. Them young and smiling real big. So it looks like everybody had a good time.
Man, them smiles on them kids' faces priceless because you remember that for a lifetime.
I see it, brother. That is it.
They don't go away. They stick with you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, hey, man,
we just take what we can get. The weather wasn't that good, but we took what we could get and we enjoyed it.
Hey, that's all you can ask for. Well, brother, we appreciate you joining us. We want to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and look forward to you joining us again next Thursday night.
Yes, sir. Can I give a few words of wisdom? I've done some studying this week. I got a minute or so of
Go ahead.
Words of wisdom.
Yes, sir.
Share it. All right, this is words of wisdom from an outdoorsman. Love God first with all your heart, soul, and mind. Say your prayers with faith in God that will provide, and go to church somewhere. Nothing like a good church family. Remember, we're the bride of Christ. Get outside if you're able. Enjoy the great outdoors. Take a walk down the dirt road. Go hunting, fishing, live. Let go of whatever's holding you down. Couple more and I'm through. Nature makes no mistakes. There's nothing like an hour in the woods. There's nothing an hour in the woods won't heal. Nature's art requires no paintbrush. Fall in love with rivers, mountains, earth, sky, and the greens. Mother Nature's peace and tranquility embodied. Every sunrise brings new hope. Nature reminds us that the most simple things in life are often the most beautiful and free of cost. Love y'all. Thank you for the ad, and over and out.
Brother, we appreciate you. Merry Christmas to y'all, man.
Yes, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We'll talk to y'all next time.
Yes, sir. That's our kind of philosophy right there.
That is.
Amen.
Yeah, that is our kind of philosophy right there. All right, before we get into the short list, I had one more, and then I wanted to talk a little bit about Christmas time. Hold on, let me get right here. There was one I had to bring up today. Okay, this goes along with the last one. Y'all remember the last one about a warning label for meat? Senate Democrats block a bill to allow whole milk into school lunch programs.
Whole milk, good milk, sweet milk. We always call it sweet milk.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the reasoning for that, Martin? Did they give a reason or just decided to do it? They're gonna block it. So a youngin can't get whole milk. He just
That's
gets,
right.
He gets skim milk.
Yeah. Or they probably gonna do like we talked about last week. They're gonna probably transition to almond milk.
Almond milk. They do away with milk because it's an animal byproduct.
That help.
That's it.
If they went
Hey,
to,
here's the deal. Here's the deal with the Democrats. If it's good and wholesome and good for you and nutritious, outlaw it.
Yeah.
Do away with it. In your life, anything in your life, if it's good and wholesome and nutritious and good for you, outlaw it. Let's bring in every kind of fake mess we can bring in and pack it down these youngins' throats. Go to your grocery store and see what some of these people are that are buying for their children to eat at the grocery store, and paying for it with that card. You would be amazed at what's in their buggy. Nothing that has to be cooked. It's already all processed, and they throw it to them. Yeah,
Yep.
eat their little Debbie cakes, potato chips, Pop Tarts, sodas, boogie loads of sodas. See, that's what they need to be focusing on. Don't let folks' food stamp cards buy sodas. That's totally. But they're gonna probably, if you go up there with a gallon of whole milk and you got a food stamp card, probably they say you can't. This is ineligible. Can't do this.
And here's probably what could be coming next too. They could make meat ineligible to be bought with food stamps.
Exactly right. They can make it ineligible on food stamps. Whatever it is, man. If it makes sense? If it makes sense and good for you or good for your family, forget it. If you're a Democrat, forget it. You ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get that. We're gonna show you.
That's
We're gonna
right.
stick our finger in your eye while we telling you, while we showing you, you ain't gonna do that.
I see it.
We're gonna cram it down your throat and make you sport.
I see it.
That's them. That's them in a
Hey, give
nutshell.
a big
Oh
shout out
yeah.
to Mr. T.C. Berryhill, Berryhill Auctioneers, world class auctioneers, and the sponsor in exclusivity and perpetuity of Floyd's list of impossibilities. If you're watching, Brother TC, we want to wish you and yours a very, very Merry Christmas, and we appreciate you. And just want to tell you that from the bottom of our hearts, from Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, we love you and appreciate your sponsorship here on our show each and every week.
Impossibilities. Floyd's list of impossibilities. Take something on my mind. I need to testify. Now
Oh,
this is for real. This is for real. I'm gonna tell you what. We ain't quite at Christmas Eve yet, but let me tell you where I spent Christmas Day 46 years ago. And you've heard this. I told it on the show one time, Charlie. 46 years ago, where I spent Christmas Day. I was spent Christmas Day in hospital in Miller County Hospital on Christmas Day. Christmas Eve, myself and my brother-in-law had been imbibing heavily.
Say that one more time.
yeah. You know what?
Imbibing. We were imbibing. We were not practicing moderation. And we were
Oh,
going to town and he was driving and he lost control of the truck. And we turned over 3 times, end over end, and subsequently landed in Mr. Lonnie Broxton's cow pen on Grady Cobb Road, upside down, bottom upwards. Both of us unconscious. Truck drove all to pieces, unconscious. You know Mr. Lonnie Broxton, Marvin. I ain't got to tell you what.
Oh,
Yeah, I ain't got to tell you where his foundation is, buddy. Him and his wife. This was about midnight. They heard the commotion, and they come out of that house, and we laying out there in that cow pen. Now, y'all imagine it'd been raining, so you can imagine what a cow pen smells like,
yeah.
where he shut up his cows to work his cows. We were laying out there in that truck, bottom up, Christmas Eve night. Now, understand the right before the birth of Jesus, coming up. We out there, bottom up is in that cow pen. Mr. Lonnie Broxton and his wife came out there, and he told her, he said, "Go back in the house," and I was freezing to death. I had done shock had done come over me. My leg was broke in two with the bone sticking through my cowboy boot, and my back was broke, and I knew it. You could feel it, you could hear it. So I'm laying out there, and he told his wife, he said, "Go back in there," and man, I mean, I was freezing to death, just a cold chill all over me. He went in that house, and she went in that house, and she came out with some quilts that was probably at that time probably 50 years old, hand sewn quilts. They took them quilts. She took them quilts and she laid them over me and my brother-in-law while we are laying in that cow pen. And Mr. Lonnie Broxton got down on his knees in that cow pen. I was hurt worse than my brother-in-law was. And he put his hands on me and he went to praying for me. I'm talking about praying in the name of Jesus, praying in the name of Jesus that you would save this young man. He had no idea who we were. That you will save him. God, I have asked for your mercy with both of these men laying here. He had no idea who we were. He was on his knees praying for us, and as I woke up, as I was coming to, I could hear all this going on. I knew he was praying for me, because he had his hands on my chest. And a calmness came over me, like you would not believe.
mm.
A calmness came over me, it fell over me, and at that point in my life, I knew everything was going to be all right. They got me to the emergency room in the hospital, and Dr. Rentz was on call that night. I'll tell you how God works in all this kind of stuff. Dr. Rentz, Ronnie Rentz's daddy, was on call that night at the emergency room. His son, Wayne Rentz, was here from Brunswick, Georgia, who was he wasn't in the Navy at that time, but he was a naval surgeon, and his specialty was shattered limbs, bones. And guess what was broke? Mine was broke and bone sticking through my cowboy boot. He got me in. They got me in there on that gurney, and and Dr. Rent said, "I'm gonna let my son Wayne. He specializes in these kind of surgeries. This is a little bit above what I think I could do. So I'm gonna let him operate on you if that's okay." I said, "That's fine with me. That's fine." He operated on me. He worked on me. He put my leg back together. He put it back together. And I mean, and as God is my witness, I have never had 1 minute's pain or problem in my broke leg that was tore off, basically. Tore off. And but that's my testimony for Christmas. And I think that's where we
It's a
need to
good one.
sit right there. And let's do Floyd's short list next week. How about that? I want to leave I don't want to leave y'all with
I got
a story that my testimony, I know what prayer will do. I felt it. I know what it'll do for you. Don't
that's
ever,
right.
don't ever cease to pray for somebody. If they ask you to pray for them, if they're in need, you pray for them. You put your hands on them and you pray right then for them.
Mhm.
So I just want to leave
I
y'all with
see
that.
it.
I'm done for the night.
Yeah.
We got plenty of time to do impossibilities next time. How about that?
Yeah. Hey guys, we want to remind you too. We um, we are not ashamed that we all believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. We all believe that Christmas, that Jesus is the reason we celebrate Christmas. I don't know. I know he was not born on December the 25th and all of that, but it's the day we set aside to honor and remember that God loved us enough that he sent a baby, which was part of himself, to be born, knowing that that baby would die on a cross for our salvation, that we could have eternal life. That's the real meaning of Christmas. And that's why we celebrate it. And listen, we are unapologetic. We are unapologetic Christians. Our whole show, all four of us are unapologetically Christians. We believe in God. We believe that God is the only way. We believe that Jesus is the only way, and we believe and know that that's the reason we celebrate Christmas. What a powerful testimony that Floyd gave you. And it happened on Christmas Eve, right at Christmas. Man of my man alive. What? And I can remember, I can hear Mr. Lonnie Broxton right now in South Mount Zion Church of God as a teenager. I can hear him praying right now.
Amen, man.
Um,
What you talking about? Woo!
I won't ever forget. Mama told me a story about him when she worked with Farmers Home Administration. Mr. Lonnie was a small farmer, and she said this has been about in the 70s. And she said that he come to her office and brought a check, and he had enough to pay his loan off that year at Farmer's Home. And she said when he gave her that check and she took it for Farmer's Home, he said, "Do you mind if we just kneel right down here in your office and pray and thank God that He provided enough for me to be able to feed my family and pay my loan off with Farmer's Home."
That's him.
Man.
Unreal. He's one of the greatest men I ever knew in my life. He saved my
What,
life. I probably would have died that night if it hadn't been for him. I'd gone into shock or whatever, but he saved my life. And I'll tell you, I won't never forget it as long as I live. And this time of the year, it always comes back to me. It always
Yeah.
gets
oh,
close.
yeah.
How long ago did you say it had been?
40, let's see, it was in 1977, so that was 46 years ago.
46 years. Wow.
46 years.
Man.
I'm still rolling. Still rolling. Thank you,
I
Mr.
was
Lonnie.
6 years old.
Yep.
How old were you then?
Ooh, I'm 30, about 29, 29,
29.
30, something like that. I don't know. Oh,
Probably
wait a
couldn't.
minute. I was 30. I was 30. I was born in 47. That was 77.
That was still before anybody could tell you anything, probably.
After that, they could tell me some things.
I'm no afterwards. I'm talking about beforehand.
But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They could tell me some things, and I'd listen.
Hey, Christmas miracle more ways than one,
Man,
right?
it's a miracle, man. I'm a miracle. I'm a walking, talking miracle, buddy.
See it, man. Hey, guys, we just for a few minutes here while we kind of laxing down the time. In just a minute. I'm gonna give it to Charlie to do the weather, and then we'll kind of wrap it up. But Hey, we don't take enough time telling y'all all each thank you
I'm
for
telling
joining
you.
us. Y'all, we're going. Do you realize that we're almost next March? We'll be on the air 4 years. 4 years we will have been on the air most every week. I mean, I know there's a few weeks we missed, but guys, it it just humbles us that y'all are willing to invite us into your home each and every week, and we want to, from the bottom of all of our hearts, from
Hmm.
Floyd, from Marvin, from Queasel, and Charlie, we want to say thank you, thank you,
Yes, we
thank you,
do.
thank you. Love you. We hope you have the merriest Christmas with you and your family. Being reminded that the gift of your presence, the gift of your presence is one of the greatest gifts that you can give somebody. And I just want to encourage you in that, and encourage you to let you know how much we do appreciate you. We want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. Tell them, hey guys, thank y'all for being with us this year. We look forward to 2024 and you being with us. And we want to tell you how much we appreciate you for believing in us and advertising on our show. And we want to encourage all of our listeners to patronize our sponsors. Patronize them. Tell them you heard about them on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Charlie, looks like we're going to have a wet Christmas day, if I'm reading that right.
You are reading it absolutely correct, Marvin. In fact, Saturday or Sunday, let's back up to Sunday. You're probably going to see a few showers start coming in on Sunday, but the bigger rain is going to be Monday, Christmas Day, and the day after Christmas. Temperature wise, we get up some areas at southeast Alabama, southwest Georgia, and northwest Florida could hit. I'm going to say that 63 might be a little low. It could hit 70 degrees on Sunday, Christmas Eve. Now, here's one thing I want to remind you of, and hope this little reminder won't be needed. A lot will be going on Christmas Day, but be aware and have your weather sources where you can check on the weather. Because when that cold front sweeps through, if enough heat and energy out of the Gulf of Mexico come up, some of those thunderstorms could be quite strong. So just keep that in mind. There's a potential for some severe weather coming into Christmas, just that way. And then we cool back off next week and get to more seasonable temperatures. But it's a roller coaster ride as it always is here where we live. And again, thank y'all for watching. We love y'all, appreciate you, and continue to pray for this nation. Floyd?
Thank you, Charlie. As y'all know, Charlie and I are at our regular locations, and Queasel couldn't be with us tonight. He's got family coming in from everywhere, and they having a big event at his house. And he couldn't break loose from all that because all he's cooking and serving everybody and cleaning up and doing all that. And he wasn't able to break loose from those responsibilities of seeing after his family, making sure that all their needs were met with whatever they need, waiting on them, filling up their coffee cup and pouring them more coffee and serving dessert cakes to them and all that. He couldn't be with us. And Marvin is he's remote, and I don't know how long Marvin is going to be remote. But anyway, I was just want to give a shout out to the people at Black Creek Baptist Church. In the event that Marvin is unable to be available for services Sunday morning, if y'all would like, if we get enough input, Charlie and I could come over there and maybe fill in as pastors, if you will, for Marvin. If we could get enough input, if we felt like it would be worthwhile to y'all, that y'all might could glean something from us that you might not be able to glean from.
Well, we did come up with a system that we would flip a coin on the platform when we got there. One would read the scriptures and one would preach.
That's exactly
Now,
right.
we will do this if the folks won't want us to
If they
do it.
want us to, yeah. If the
But
black
instead of
people
those, but instead of the boxes up there on that you take in the offering with right when you walk in the door,
uh-huh.
we want to be able to pass our Kentucky fried chicken buckets around and see what we could come up with a love offering.
But anyway, let me get on with my normal deal. Always exercise your Second Amendment rights. Be vigilant of your surroundings. Know where you are at all times and know who's around you. Uh, and surround yourself with like-minded people. Stand your
Yes.
ground. Don't take no crap from nobody. Stand your ground. And tonight, when you lay down and put your head on that pillow and start going to sleep, man, you start thinking, say, "Ooh, good Lord, you have blessed me today." The Lord, let me start. Start from the time you woke up this morning. Start from the time you woke up and you put your feet on that floor. All the ways that God Almighty above, God of Abraham and Isaac, and it ain't the God of Mohammed. We talking about the real God has blessed you today. And you'll go to sleep and you'll still be blessing him. We'll see y'all next week. Merry Christmas, everybody. We love y'all.
Before you close it out, Marvin, and you gonna say be particular, but I took a run up the highway right after dark, the 431, and let's remind folks to really watch not only your surroundings but your position on the highway and what everybody around you is doing, and pay close attention to what you're doing because it's stacking up out there like cordwood as far as the traffic goes. Go ahead.
Hey
Wait,
guys,
Marvin, they all, Marvin, hold on. They already dinging my phone now, saying, come
I'm
on.
get Yeah, yeah.
You're
okay.
lit up. They're already dinging it. So anyway, go ahead, Marvin. I didn't mean to-
I'll make some calls, guys. We love you. We appreciate all of you joining us. Y'all know we love you. Hey, Sunday's coming. It's Christmas Eve day. You know I'm gonna tell you to go to church. It's hey, it's Christmas. It will be Christmas, the time that we celebrate Jesus being the reason for the season. Hey, give a big shout out to Moby Dick, Phillips Auto Parts, and the Holstered Nine, Sawega Meat Company, Outlaws Bus and Barbecue, Ziggy B's Seafood Market, KWG Plumbing, Southern Hissy Fits, Berry Hill Auctioneers. We appreciate them from the bottom of our heart being our sponsors. And we give a big shout out tonight to our big screen, Bunko Berries in Beasley's Knob, Georgia. We appreciate you for having us on the big screen tonight. Here's just a little
Whew.
snippet of the scripture. I love this part. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go. This shall be a sign to you. You will find a baby wrapped in clothes and lying in a manger. Suddenly, a great company of the heavenly host appeared with the angel, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace to men on whom his favor rests." Christ is the reason for the season. That is the only reason. Merry Christmas from all of us here at Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Enjoy your family. Enjoy worshiping the Lord and thanking Him for being born to save this world. We love y'all. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll be right back here next week, right before the new year rolls out. We'll have one more show before the new year rolls out, and that'll be next Thursday night. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll be right back here, same place, same times. But no matter what you do this week, no matter what you do Christmas Day, no matter what you do each and every day of your life, always
Be
be
particular.
particular.
See you.
Love
Good night.
y'all.